You filed for divorce 6 months ago and you're still not divorced. Every week there's a new delay, a new motion, a new reason. This is dragging on forever. Everyone says divorces just take time. The court system is backed up. But what if I told you your ex is deliberately sabotaging every deadline and burning through your money on purpose? This isn't a slow court system, sis. This is a narcissist weaponizing the legal system. Delay, drain, and destroy. That's the strategy. Today, I'm exposing the 7 tactics narcissists use to keep you trapped in divorce hell. Let's get into it. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Your Fake Apology. I'm Crystal, your psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I've walked so many women through high conflict divorces with narcissists. And I can tell you right now, the narcissist who fought you on what restaurant to go to is damn sure going to turn your divorce into a World War III. I know you're exhausted. You thought filing for divorce meant you were finally taking your power back, and you are. But he's not accepting that reality. You've been told to stay calm and take the high road. And sure, that sounds like solid advice, but when your ex is filing emergency motions at 5 p.m. on a Friday, when they're suddenly concerned about your parenting after ignoring the kids for years, that's not co-parenting. That's using the court system to continue the abuse. Today, we're talking about how narcissists use delay, drain, and destroy tactics in divorce, how they stall paperwork, burn through your money, play victim publicly, and use your children as weapons, all while looking like the reasonable one on paper. But this isn't about scaring you. It's about preparing you. Because once you see the game, you can stop playing by their rules. They turn the legal process into a game. Here's what you need to understand right off the bat. For you, divorce is about resolution, closure, moving the fuck on with your life. For them, it's about winning. And I don't mean winning custody or assets. I mean winning the narrative, winning control, proving they're smarter than you, your lawyer, and the entire court system. They will drag this out just to show dominance, even when it costs them money, even when it makes zero logical sense. Because narcissists don't think like normal people. They go through a hard breakup. They think like competitors in a game they refuse to lose. And here's the mind game part. They'll frame every delay, every objection, every motion as protecting the children or ensuring fairness. But the real goal? To keep you engaged, keep you stressed, keep you under their control as long as possible. From a psychiatric perspective, this is how they regulate their own nervous system. They lost control when you filed for divorce. So now they're trying to regain it by controlling the timeline, the narrative, your emotional state. That's not about the divorce anymore. That's about power. And here's where it gets worse. Because while they're playing games, they're actively using delay as an actual weapon. Listen to me very carefully. Narcissists intentionally stall paperwork, miss deadlines, and request extensions, not because they're confused or busy or waiting for the right lawyer. They do it because keeping you stuck gives them control and emotional leverage. So each month you're still legally tied to them is a month they can still manipulate your life. Every court date that gets pushed is another opportunity to text you, email you, show up to custody exchanges, and remind you they're still there. This is strategic. They'll forget to sign documents. They'll fire their attorney right before a hearing. They'll claim they never received the email. They'll request continuances for bullshit reasons. And here's what's happening in your body during all of this. Your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode. You thought filing was the hard part, but now you're in legal purgatory, and every delay re-traumatizes you. Every postponed court date is another betrayal of the system you thought would protect you. Clinically speaking, this is called prolonged stress exposure, and it's exactly what they want, to wear you down until you settle for less than you deserve just to make it stop. But that's not the worst part, because while they're delaying, they're also draining you. And trust me, they're very intentional about how they drain you financially. Endless motions, unnecessary hearings, switching attorneys 3 times, emergency filings at 4:45 p.m. on a Friday. None of this is an accident. Narcissists drag out the legal process specifically to exhaust your finances. They know every motion costs money. Every court appearance costs money. Every time they file some bullshit emergency request, you have to pay your lawyer to respond. And here's the goal. They want to financially break you so you feel pressured to give up or settle unfairly. So you can't afford to keep fighting for what's yours, for custody, for child support. Some of them have more money than you. Some of them don't, but they'll spend every dollar they have and money they don't have just to make sure you can't afford to keep going. From a clinical perspective, financial abuse is one of the most effective control tactics because it impacts every single area of your life. It's not just about the money. It's about your ability to feel safe, to have options, to build a new life. And when you're broke and exhausted, you're easier to manipulate. You're more likely to give in. And that's the point. But it's not just about money, because while they're draining your bank account, they're also refusing to cooperate on literally anything. Even simple agreements become battlegrounds. What time is a pickup? A battle. Who claims the kids on taxes? A battle. Can we split the cost of soccer cleats? A fucking battle. Things that normal, healthy co-parents handle in a 2-minute text conversation become a multi-week legal dispute, okay? And here's why. Every disagreement forces repeated legal involvement. Every fight keeps you emotionally engaged, which is exactly what they want. Because, remember, for them, this isn't about finding solutions. It's about staying connected to you through conflict. It's about making sure you can't move on, can't heal, can't forget about them. So they'll object to everything. They'll refuse to agree to anything. They'll make you fight for every single thing, no matter how small, no matter how obvious. And the court sees 2 people who can't communicate, not one person trying to co-parent and one person weaponizing the legal system. That's the disconnect. And that's why documentation is everything, but we'll get to that. Speaking of documentation and perception, let me tell you about their favorite public performance. While you're over here trying to heal, protect your children, and just survive this nightmare, he's running a smear campaign, telling friends, family, coworkers, and even the court how unfairly he's being treated, how you won't communicate, how you're keeping the kids from him, how he's just trying to be a good dad, but you're making it impossible. Narcissists are master storytellers. They know how to flip the script. They know how to get sympathy. They know how to make themselves look like the victim while hiding their real behavior. And here's the truth. People believe them because they're charming, because they seem reasonable, because they cry at the right moments and use the right words. Meanwhile, you're the one who actually lived through the abuse. You're the one with the real trauma, but you look angry or difficult because you're still in survival mode. From a psychiatric perspective, this is called DARVO: deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. They deny the abuse, attack your credibility, and position themselves as the real victim. And it works, especially in family court where judges don't have the time to dig deep into psychology. But the most evil tactic? Using your children as leverage. If you have kids with a narcissist, they use them as weapons, period. They delay custody agreements, they withhold information about school or medical appointments, they create conflict at every drop-off and pickup, not for the child's well-being, but to hurt and control you. And here's what's so sick about it. They don't actually care about winning custody. They care about using the threat of losing custody to keep you compliant. They'll file for 50-50 or even full custody, not because they want the responsibility of being a full-time parent, but because they want to scare you, manipulate you, force you to negotiate from a place of fear. And some of them, they'll start planting seeds with the kids. Mommy doesn't want me to see you. Mommy's making this hard for us. I miss you so much, but mommy won't let me have more time. This is parental alienation in its earliest stages, and it's designed to do 2 things: punish you and turn your kids into allies against you. Clinically speaking, this kind of triangulation damages children's mental health. It creates loyalty conflicts. It teaches them that love is manipulation, that relationships are wars, but he doesn't care because this was never about the kids. It's about controlling you through the kids. And when all else fails, they'll have one more move: emergency motions, accusations of parental alienation, claims that you're unstable, unsafe, or unfit. Narcissists will distort reality, exaggerate minor incidents, or outright lie to make you look bad and keep you on the defense. And here's the strategy. Every false claim forces you to respond. Every accusation requires evidence, documentations, sometimes even evaluations. It keeps you scrambling, keeps you spending money, keeps you stressed. Even if the claims get dismissed, and they often do, the damage is done. You've lost time, money, and emotional energy defending yourself against bullshit. And from a nervous system perspective, this keeps you in hypervigilance. You're constantly waiting for the next accusation, the next emergency filing, the next lie that you have to disprove. That's not healing. That's living in survival mode indefinitely. But here's what you need to know. Courts are starting to catch on to these tactics. Not everywhere, not fast enough, but slowly. Judges are recognizing patterns of high conflict behavior. Evaluators are being trained in coercive control. So your job is to stay calm, stay documented, and let their behavior speak for itself. Because the more they file false claims, the more they expose their own pattern of abuse. Okay. Let's bring this home. If you're divorcing a narcissist, you're not just ending a marriage. You're escaping a system of control. And they will use every legal tool available to delay your freedom, drain your resources, and try to destroy your peace. But here's what they don't count: you learning the game. When you understand these 7 tactics, turning divorce into a game, using delay as a weapon, draining you financially, refusing to cooperate, playing victim publicly, using your children as leverage, and filing false claims, you can stop reacting and start strategizing. Here's your new playbook. Document everything. Every text message, every email, every interaction. Use court-approved apps like Our Family Wizard. Timestamp everything. Save everything. Stay calm in writing. And respond like a professional co-manager, not emotional ex. Brief, informative, friendly, firm. Biff communication. Protect your assets. Set a legal budget. Know when to fight and when to let the small stuff go. Build your team. A trauma-informed lawyer who gets narcissistic abuse. A therapist for you, a child therapist if needed. You can't do this alone. And most importantly, stop expecting fairness. The court system isn't designed for people like him, but it's also not designed against you. It's designed for people who follow the rules, stay consistent, and let patterns speak for themselves. So let him delay, let him perform, let him follow his bullshit motions. You stay calm, you stay documented, you stay 2 steps ahead, because you're not just surviving this divorce, sis. You're building evidence of his pattern of behavior. And eventually, the pattern becomes undeniable. I'm Crystal, your Psych MP, and this is Fuck Your Fake Apology. You're not broken, sis. You're just learning to play chess while he's still playing checkers, and you're about to win. Take care. If you're navigating a high conflict divorce, comment freedom below and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more real talk on healing after narcissistic abuse. You deserve peace, not performance. See you next time.